Hey guys, Kingkade here, and welcome back to another video. And in this video, we are going to be speedrunning a Dusty trip. Let's get right into this. So you may have seen my previous video where I went ahead and beat the world record for farthest distance on a Dusty trip, which I went ahead and submitted that, and it's still being verified right now. But there's actually more world records that we can beat, because there's actually a world record for fastest distance to all of the landmarks. So pretty much we have to reach each of the landmarks as fast as possible, completely free to play without dying. So for this challenge, we are actually going to be using the Apex Racer, because the developers actually count all of the cars in the season pass right here as free to play cars, because you are able to get them free to play, but they're just extremely rare. So I'm pretty sure the fastest car in here is actually the Apex Racer car right here. So we gotta go as fast as possible. We can't stop at all. We're now in the game, so let's go ahead and start speed running. So let's grab this gas canister, let's open up this door, and we gotta build this car as fast as possible. There is actually currently no world record for a solo speed run, so no matter what time we get, even if we take like 5 hours, we should still manage to get it, which is quite crazy. Also, I haven't used this car in quite some time, so I kind of forgot if it's good or not, but I'm hoping that it is good, because if it's not, then we're gonna have to restart this entire thing. But anyway, there we go. We went ahead and filled it up. Let's go ahead and toss all of this stuff in now, and I already forgot where it goes, so we're not going to be attaching any of the doors, which I actually just remembered we could probably use the F1 car, because I think the F1 car is also counted as a free-to-play car, because it's possible to get as free-to-play, but just extremely rare. But anyway, we have everything on right now, and we are actually going pretty fast. So this world record is actually split into 3 parts. There's one for 10,000 meters, one for 20,000 meters, and then one for 25,000 meters. So those are the 3 main landmarks we're worried about. And also, we gotta do this completely free to play, so I went ahead and deleted all of my game passes as well, meaning that we are probably gonna have to stop for food, but I think we should be good up until the 10,000 meter mark. We now made to 3,000 meters, and for some reason we like completely slowed down. So let's get into what the problem is. We still have water, we still have oil, and we're completely out of gas. Okay, so never mind. I guess this car is terrible, and I guess I just forgot how bad this was. But anyway, let's go ahead and retry this with the F1 car, because I believe the F1 car is counted as a free-to-play car, because it was possible to get, but it was very rare. We now have the F1 car equipped right here, and let's just go ahead and do no skin. I don't think the skin matters, but I'm pretty sure some skins make you faster than others, so we'll just do no skins just to ensure that we're completely free to play. We're now in the game, so let's go ahead and start the speed run. So let's open up the door, and we're gonna build this car as fast as possible as well. But since we're using the F1 car, I believe this challenge should be pretty easy, because I used the F1 car before and I already know that it's pretty good, so we shouldn't have to worry about this car using a crazy amount of fuel at all. But anyway, I believe there's also food in the house, so we'll go and grab the food from the house so we can eat that later on instead of stopping at other places. I also just realized that there is a gas canister that spawns with the F1 car, so go ahead and fill it up a little bit more. I don't really think we're gonna need it, but let's just go ahead and fill it up anyway. We now went ahead and attached food to the car, so let's go and hop in, and now let's go and start driving. And I think we're actually gonna die from the sandstorm, which there's nothing we can do because this car actually doesn't have a hood on it, so we just gotta hope that the sandstorm ends. And I think we're about to die. One more tick and we're done for, and no. So there just wasn't anything we could do about that right there. Anyway, let's go and retry this run and do the exact same thing, because maybe time we can get more lucky and maybe a sandstorm won't happen. Now in a new run, and we just made it to 5,000 meters, and we were actually able to easily pass that. That was probably the fastest I ever passed the 5,000 meter mark, because I just didn't stop at all. That was crazy fast. And now we're just pretty much driving all the way to the 10,000 meter mark, and then once we make it to the 15,000 meter mark, I'll go ahead and hop out the car and see how everything is doing. But other than that, we're not stopping. We also don't need to stop to flip over, because there we go, this car has auto flip, so we don't need to worry about that either. We now made it to 10,000 meters, so let's slow down as we go through this part, and then through this next part we do need to go pretty fast because we have no protection right now. So I think they are easily able to hit us, and never mind, maybe they're not. We took no damage back there. I thought since we don't have a windshield protecting us that they'll like absolutely obliterate us, but it looks like they didn't, and there we go. Yep, that was actually super easy, way easier than I thought. But anyway, we just passed the 10,000 meter mark, so I'll go ahead and put the timer on screen for a record time for passing the 10,000 meter mark, and I think it was actually decently fast. But we're gonna keep the timer going because we got to see how fast we make it to the 20,000 meter mark now. We've now made it to 15,000 meters, so let's start to slow down because I want to see if we need a restock on anything. So let's go ahead and quickly hop out. Let's go ahead and check our gas, and we're still good on gas, we're still good on oil, and we're still good on water. Dang, I'm surprised our water didn't go down at all. But anyway, let's go ahead and eat this food now. And now we gotta go ahead and continue our journey, and hopefully we can make it to 20,000 meters before it turns completely nighttime. And I think that already is starting to turn nighttime, so I don't think we're gonna make it there in time. But a downside to the F1 car is that it doesn't have headlights, so once it turns completely nighttime, we're not gonna be able to see anything. And I think we may have gotten lucky because it's not turning dark at all. Like, this is the darkest that it's been. And there we go, here's the 20,000 meter mark. Let's go ahead and pass the tower, and there we go, awesome. And also, I may have spoken too soon because I think it's still getting darker, and yeah, it's definitely still getting darker. So hopefully our screen doesn't turn completely black because we're not gonna be able to see anything. And it just got dark very fast, and let's go ahead and watch out for that tornado. Okay, we were luckily able to avoid that, and if it stays like this, then I think it should be fine because we can still see the road in front of us. But if it gets any darker, then I think we're just done for. And once again, I spoke too soon because it did get darker, and we just got the notification that we've been playing this game for 15 minutes. So that's actually pretty good because I can't see the timer right now, so I think that's actually pretty good. 21,000 meters in 15 minutes. But anyway, we gotta see how fast we make it to the ghost town, which is at the 25,000 meter mark. We're now nearly at 25,000 meters, and luckily it did turn daytime because we actually have to beat the ghost town for it to actually count. And now we can't see anything, and there they are. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna run away as fast as possible, and never mind, I don't think that worked. Alright, let's see if we can hop out, and no, we died. Alright, so my plan was to lure them towards us and then drive away so they despawn and then pass the ghost town, but it just didn't work because we couldn't see anything. So we did make it to 25,000 meters, but sadly it didn't count. But it did still count for the 10,000 and the 20,000 meter checkpoints. So we beat 2 world records in this video, which is awesome. So I'll go ahead and show the final times up on screen once again. So here they are. I think we actually did pretty good. But anyway, that is going to be all for this video. So make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. And I'll see you all in the next video.